am dying to know, what's your sparkle? Is it your ambition and determination focused towards success? Or perhaps it's your ability to empathize and connect with people you might have just met. Or maybe it's your creative mindset, which allows you to be unique and express yourself in ways that no one else can. Okay, let me explain a little bit. So one of my favorite quotes is, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. In this context, your sparkle is your impact. It's the impact that you have on all those you interact with. It's the impact that you have and you want to leave on the world around you. Perhaps it's your everlasting, limitless legacy. You know when someone says, wow, that just made my day, or thank you for making me smile? Those are all acknowledgments of your sparkle coming into play and shining for all to see. Well, now that you know what a sparkle is, I bet you're wondering what my sparkle is. My sparkle is spreading positivity to all those around me and trying to be a little bit of sunshine in their day. I like to live by the idea that while not every day is good, there's definitely something good in every day. And I strive to energize others with this vitality and spirit of optimism and excitement in all that I do. I would also say that my other sparkle is fostering this positive environment for others, but by being unapologetically myself. Because I want to create a welcoming and inclusive atmosphere for my friends, family, peers, and acquaintances. I want everyone I interact with to feel as if they belong, as if they can be themselves. They're weird, crazy, authentic, amazing, true selves, and open themselves up and share as much as they please. Having this knowledge of how my own actions can make a small difference to even my community solidifies this as a goal of mine. It's something I wish to work towards and achieve every single day. It keeps me motivated, it keeps me driven to be positive and to be the best version of myself, the sparkliest version of myself. And I'm so much more aware of who I am, who I want to be, and how to ensure that those around me understand this about me because I know my sparkle. Realizing how I want my thoughts, words, and actions to be reflected into the world around me, into our greater universe, has truly changed my perspective on how I live my day-to-day life. But it wasn't always this prominent or easy to discover what my sparkle was. Let me backtrack a little bit. So, of course, as I mentioned before, what's the first thing I think of when I think of my sparkle? Positivity. So that comes along with my parents. My parents are the biggest positive influences in my life today. No matter how many hardships or struggles they've had to face in their life, they've done it with the biggest smiles on their faces. My dad specifically has reinforced this spirit of optimism when he began sending me motivational messages written from the heart each day, and especially when I was experiencing a rough time in my life. He would tell me, Isha, have a spiritual day. Now, what do I mean by a spiritual day? Fill your clear mind with happiness and energy and face every situation with a smile, and you will see the wonders which radiate from that. This seemingly small gesture truly shaped my perspective on life. It made me feel supported and loved and provided me with the motivation and drive to keep going. The way that my dad impacted me through his words made me want to impact others in this same way, because if a few short sentences could make such a difference to me and bring motivation, color, and brightness back into my life, well, then I wanted to help others see the beautiful world in this beautiful way as well. This inspired me to do something similar as a means of achieving my goals and spreading my sparkle. Thus, my sparkly text came to life and became a core part of my daily routine in shaping the impact I have on my friends and family around me. This was my way of spreading positivity to my community and leaving behind a ripple effect of small acts of kindness as well. Have you ever experienced a rough time in your life? I'm sure you have. Do you know anyone else who is experiencing a rough time in their life? How would you feel knowing that there was someone out there for you, supporting you no matter what, even if they don't know exactly what you're going through? That was a mission that I wanted to accomplish. Knowing what my sparkle was allowed me to be there for people when they needed it the most, just like my family was there for me. I came to the realization that I can only grow with a positive and supportive environment around me, because when you have an environment like this that helps you grow, the scope of your progress and growth is that much greater. And that is why I want to build this kind of environment for others. A sparkle is often a goal, a dream, a desire that glimmers from within you. And once you discover your impact and figure out how it drives you, the possibilities of what you can do with this information are truly limitless. Realizing the potential of your sparkle may be difficult at first, but you can find it actively throughout your life, so why not start now? Now you may be wondering, well, Isha, how does one discover their sparkle? I like to ask people this question when they're least expecting it, so they can't overthink, can't overprepare. Come on, tell me, don't think, what's your sparkle? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's your sparkle? It is that much more authentic and meaningful that way. As busy college students or even working professionals, it's not often that we have a chance to slow down, to pause, to reflect upon our passions, our impact, our goals, and how we affect others. Answering this question allows us to, for one moment, just be in the moment and understand who we are with zero distractions. Once you're able to reflect upon yourself in this light, the possibilities of what you can do are, again, limitless. While we often believe that we know ourselves the best, much of us is still unknown. And this one small moment of self-discovery can stimulate further ongoing reflection and understanding, because knowing your sparkle leads to progression, and it leads you to understand yourself and those around you in the world on a much deeper level. Knowing this will make your perception of yourself and who you are and your potential truly unbounded. Knowing who you are allows you to be comfortable with that reality and be willing to be open and vulnerable to share this part of yourself with the world. It's in these sharing moments where I've developed priceless connections with friends both old and new. When I first started asking people this question, being so willing to learn about the deepest and most sacred stories of my peers opened up the possibility for relationships I would have otherwise never expected. A skill that I can now leverage into the workplace, the classroom, and any other relationship I hope to build. The significance behind knowing and understanding your impact on the world around you stretches far beyond answering this simple question. Because while I may not know exactly what I want to do with my life just yet, what I do know is how I want to live my life. A life full of purpose and meaning. A life that will leave an everlasting mark on the world. Do you all know how great you are? Each and every single one of you. If you do not choose to understand and accept the greatness of who you are and who you can become, no one else will either. The possibilities of what can be achieved if one has this knowledge and understanding of who they are and what they wish to become, then everything is truly limitless. You can use this self-awareness to develop a mindset focused on optimism and growth, and use that to propel you into your future successes. Because knowing your why ignites your what, and it keeps you focused, gratified, and passionate into a more meaningful life. You can even leverage your own knowledge of your own sparkle to foster a positive environment for others and help them discover their sparkle, because helping others find their sparkle can even be your own sparkle, as it is for me. Look to the person to the right of you. Now look to the person to the left of you. What do you think their sparkle is? Do you think you can figure it out? If someone struggles with answering this question when I bombard them with it, I try to flicker the light switch a little bit and hope that soon their light bulb moment will go off too after I tell them what I think their sparkle is, and soon their sparkle will radiate from within them just like it does for me. I like to play my marginal role in making the world and my community a better place for all of us by helping others access their true potential and helping them understand who they truly are, and using this to help them develop their personal brand. Someone once asked me, Isha, if time were to freeze and you could live in one moment forever, what would it be? Well, if I could live in one moment forever, it would be the moment when I asked someone, what's your sparkle? And they turn to me, and they're thinking, and their forehead scrunches up, and they're like, what do I feel comfortable sharing with her? I don't know what this means. Why is she doing this to me? But soon and slowly, a smile grows on their face as they realize that they're about to share what they truly love about themselves. It's in those 3 seconds that they have to explore who they are. I know the possibilities of how their passion and potential align are truly limitless. I want to be stuck in that moment forever. Because it's in that very moment that as I mentioned before, I have forged some of the strongest connections that I have to this day. When these connections and their sparkles work together, anything is possible. While our similarities unite us, our differences will only make us stronger. You, yes, all of you, have more power within you than you know. You have the power to make a difference. You have the power to make an impact. You have the power to leave your mark on the world. If we all work together to understand each other better, to build better relationships, and be more respectful of everyone's ideas, the change we can make collectively is infinite. Who knew that one simple question could change my life and how I live it forever? Well, I invite you all on this journey. I invite you to join me on this journey to understanding yourself, to finding yourself, and working together to make the world a more sparkly place for all of us. So the next time you're with your best friends, or even a complete stranger, just ask them, what's your sparkle? Thank you, everyone.